Deep breathe.
It is the last market of the year.
It's not happening, my love. Pretty damn good. I think I'm just exhausted. Over and done with. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Megan and I'm the owner of a small business called Fauna. I mostly make and sell scrunchies and macrame, but I do a range of accessories and I vlog the behind the scenes and pop it on YouTube for you all to see. And in today's video, it is kind of a part 2 to last week's video, but also kind of not. It's where I'm prepping for and attending my last market of the year. So we're going back to last year, to the end of December, and it's back when I was very overworked, exhausted, overstimulated, overwhelmed, and just an even more mess than I usually am. I really did consider not uploading this part of the vlog, but I also know from feedback from you guys, you like to see the raw behind the scenes real side of running a business. And like most people towards the end of last year, I was just so exhausted and so ready for a break. So apologies if it seems a little bit down and miserable, but I did still want to take you guys along with me through the last market of the year. So I will let you guys watch it and hopefully you will still enjoy it. So I'd basically just left off where I was prepping for the market. Like I said, it's the day before the market and I was attempting to try and set up like a trial run of the market and like my table set up just so I wasn't going to be stressed on the day. And as you'll see, that stressed me out even more, so I'll catch you guys at the end. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, well this is ridiculous and I'm so glad I did not film the process of me trying to put this in here because it's just embarrassing. I was getting so frustrated. This office, very lucky to have it, not necessarily complaining, but it's also very small. But this is the situation that I'm considering using. I have done this before, but this was too low. So I could do with like lifting this up a bit, but I'm not sure. Might not happen, but it's apparently quite cramped tomorrow. And we're sometimes a bit cheeky and have our big pegboard on the side, but because we've now got the 2 pegboards that can go on the table, that's great for the scrunchies, but I also have a lot of stuff that I do want to shift because it's the end of the year in the last market, so I want to fit as much as I can on this table. So I could do with having these at the front, maybe lift it a bit higher, but I'm not really sure. I do need to take that pegboard off, but I also can't be bothered. I know it's really lazy, but I do need to see where I want to put it because we've got up here this spare one here, but that's narrower. We need the wider one, and it's got these clamps that go on the table, but if I clamp it to the table it's quite far back, and we realised when we did that in the last time we did that setup, loved how it looked, but the pegboard was right at the back, so people really struggled to get stuff off it. And if I do put something at the front, it's going to be even further back, so I do need to really get that off and see if I can do some little L stands and bring it forward. Hello guys, please ignore the state of me. I have to laugh or I'll just spiral again, but I ended up having a little bit of a meltdown. When I say a little bit, I mean a major meltdown. But I honestly, well, I do know where it came from, but I don't also know where it came from. Kind of just came out of nowhere. My mood, energy levels, kind of everything. I've been quite low over the last few days. A lot of different things were just getting to me, and I've been struggling with the mess that's around the house, which isn't good because it's my own fault. So I then blame myself because it is my fault and it's my mess. But whether I mention this or not in this vlog, but it is a project house in terms of there is a lot of things we need to do to this house. It is definitely not big enough for what we need. It is more than big enough, but trying to run a business out of a house that is exceptionally small. Major first world problems, I know. We're very lucky to have what we have, but there is a lot of just stuff everywhere, and it's every room. There's just boxes and piles of stuff everywhere, tools, wood, supplies. Our kitchen is a kitchen, a workshop, a garage, a storage unit, and it's tiny. It's not ideal whatsoever, but in the grand scheme of things we are very lucky. So I'm having that fun brain thing where, I don't know, I'm just struggling with certain things. Then I feel guilty for having like these struggles because they're not exactly struggles, and yeah, it's really fun when your brain is just programmed weird. And because I've been very stressed lately and just busy and not having the time to do anything, the mess is even worse. It's just so hard to find even 2 minutes to move stuff, which sounds silly. And I'm just sick of stepping over stuff, tripping over stuff. I'd like to be able to just go from one part of my house to the other, even if it's just 2 steps in that direction, without having to like step over stuff or move stuff like this. Again, I'm more than aware this is major first world problems. It's like that meme where the Kardashians, is it Kourtney, where she's like, Kim, there are people dying, because she's like lost her diamond earring in the ocean or something. I am more than aware of how pathetic it sounds, but I am also aware that people are entitled to feel certain things, and everyone's got their own things that they deal with, and currently this is just something that's really irritating me. And I did start to panic a little bit. I was like, oh, even though I'm trying not to put loads of pressure on myself to do a load of stuff for this market, I do still have a lot to do. And then I couldn't find anything. I started tripping on stuff, and I don't know, I got so overwhelmed that I got so frustrated and angry. My brain just then stopped working, and I was like, I lost it. And yeah, it wasn't very attractive. So the last thing I wanted to do was sit in front of a camera and film, which I was then overthinking that as well, because I was like, great, I'm now gonna have no vlog content again because I'm a mess who can't control my emotions. I just couldn't figure out my setup. So I thought, I'm actually going to plan out my market booth so then tomorrow is like stress free. And then because this room's quite small and crammed and there was just stuff everywhere, I was getting annoyed because I was having to like move everything, and then I was banging everything, and because I then had the table set up out, I couldn't then get to the rest of my market stuff, which I'd put away over there to try and be smart and have a tidy space for a couple of days. And then I needed something else for another part of the setup, and I could not find it anywhere downstairs, and there was just mess everywhere, tripping. Yeah, you know, everything just hits you at once, and I kind of just couldn't think straight. And then I was getting more annoyed because I couldn't calm myself down, and I was like, I can't even tap into any part of my brain creatively to even come up with a table plan. I was like, this is not good, because I think I've just overworked myself for so long. Yeah, it came out in the form of a bit of a breakdown. The last thing I wanted to do was film, but I didn't want this vlog to then have nothing in it. Now I'm forcing myself to carry on vlogging. I do absolutely love vlogging. It's one of my favourite things to do. I love creating YouTube content, but sometimes when you are in these moments or moods, the last thing you want to do is then put yourself in front of a camera. So that's what's been going on, and I've just been trying to deep breathe and carry on and just do what I can here and there. I've just started packing up the displays and actually going into detail the little things we need, so then I can leave everything we don't need at home. There's still a few little bits here and there that I will take as backups just in case, so maybe like extra screws or whatever. But I just don't want to end up having loads of extra crap and stuff to lug about tomorrow. Obviously it's a lot of stuff to then pack in the car. It's our last event of the year and I need it to be easy. I know that's lazy, but I think I've just overdone it to the point where I don't want to end up hating it, so I need tomorrow to kind of go out with a bang. Not necessarily in terms of sales. I don't expect to get a major amount of sales tomorrow, I really don't, but I just need it to be easy and calm and relaxing in terms of setup, organisation, the space behind the table just be like smooth, and I don't know if ergonomical is the right word, but just be, yeah, easy, just to prove to myself that it is possible and just to have at least one market this year, not be stressful. So before it does get too late, I am gonna do a bit more sewing. So I did get all the mystery scrunchies that I was making turned into tubes, so I'm currently just turning them into scrunchies. There was a lot more I wanted to do and needed to do, but my brain was like, it's not happening, my love. So there is a little bit of real talk as to what goes on inside my sometimes exceptionally useless brain. So if there isn't a great deal more chatting this evening, then I'm really sorry, but my head is just in the toilet, I think. But I just wanted to fill you guys in with what's been going on. At least I have a rough idea of what the setup's going to be like. It's fine, we'll figure it out, we'll get it all done, hopefully get some sleep tonight, get the last market of the year over and done with, and then hopefully I can, I was gonna say hopefully I can chill out, but I can't because I've got so much content, and yeah, I've got loads of stuff to do still, but it's fine. We're not going to think about that. So my plan is to get at least these mystery scrunchies done. I've still got loads of macrame items to finish off and make. I need to count all my stock and change the stock quantities on my POS system. I was going to see what items needed making up, but I think I'm just exhausted, guys, and yeah, I don't know. The burnout is real. Oh guys, honestly, I was an absolute emotional, disastrous mess this evening. No matter what I tried, I just couldn't get it together. Every single time I stopped crying and thought, you know what, I think I'm good, I think I've passed it. No, it would hit me again. And I couldn't stop. I really couldn't. So a huge shout out to all my neurodivergent babes out there who do not actually have the capacity to control their own emotions. It sucks, but you're not alone, don't worry. But this just majorly proved to me how important it is to chill out and not overdo it to the point where I end up like this. So for any of you who are already on this path in this year, please chill out. Please focus on yourself. It's not worth it. Just a little reminder to do a little bit of self-care, to take 5 minutes for yourself, have a cup of tea, take some deep breaths. You've got this. Just don't overdo it, because this night was exhausting. Even when you are doing something you love, if you are overworking yourself, if you're not sleeping, if you are stressed, if you're taking on too much, it still takes it out of you. So although I'm so lucky that I do get to do this, I'm also human. So just a little reminder, focus on yourself, guys. Take 5 minutes. You've got this.
Good morning. I am absolutely exhausted, but it is the last market of the year. Thank God. I don't know how it's going to go. Hopefully well, but I'm just more excited to get it over and done with. I think we both are, but we've not got as much stuff in the car as we usually would do. So I'll do my best to get some clips here and there. What time are we on? 22? It's about 22, quarter to 9. So we're going to have about an hour to set up once we've got everything out of the car. So hopefully it won't be super stressful and crazy. I did take photos and stuff of the setup last night. Just do what we can because it was supposed to be stress-free, but I got a lot of stress out last night, I think. So hopefully today will just be easy. So wish us luck.
The setup went pretty well. Alex helped as always and was amazing. And it was quite nice to be back at the farmers markets. We hadn't been in a while, so it was lovely to see everybody. And throughout the day, it was really chilled out. It was really nice vibes, but at the same time, the footfall was pretty decent. So it was a good day where we were kept busy, but I was able to do some things here and there. I took a bunch of things to do just to keep me busy behind the table. So you'll see some clips of me doing some stuff here and there. But partway through the market, I turned around and I saw somebody in the crowd and I was like, is that my dad? That guy looks just like my dad. My family do live quite far away and I don't get to see them very often, but they are my world. I absolutely love them. So I thought I was hallucinating. I'm not going to lie. I thought, is this it? Have I officially cracked? Have I lost my mind to the point where I'm hallucinating my dad? And then my mum just came bouncing up behind him and I was like, oh my God, no, this is real. And I just cried my eyes out. So apologies to the stall holders who were next to us because I was mid-conversation with this lady and out of nowhere I was like, oh my God, that's my mum and dad. So I ran up to them, gave them the biggest hug, cried my eyes out because like you've just heard and seen, I was a disaster, an emotional mess. So I needed that so much. They'd basically driven hours to come and see me and surprise me at this event. And oh my God, I needed that hug so bad from my parents. I miss them so much and it's not very often I get to see them. And unfortunately, this was the first Christmas in my entire life where I wasn't going to be with them over Christmas. So for them to have done that meant, oh my God, the world. I needed that so much. So it just made the event incredible. It was, amazing. But apart from that incredible surprise from my parents, like I said, it was a really nice day. We chatted with a bunch of regular customers, met new ones. The wonderful Sharon and Brian came to surprise us. They are subscribers and Sharon has been a customer of mine. So guys, it was so lovely to see you both and meet you both and have a nice chat. So thank you so much for coming. So overall, it was a really nice day and a nice market. It was quite a good one to end a very stressful year on. market of the year finished, thank God, over and done with. So very quickly, I'm going to run through some of the market stats. I have made a little pie chart because it's been a little while since I've included one of these. I know not everyone shares this sort of information, but I also know there's a lot of you who also like to see numbers and stuff sometimes and statistics, so I will show you guys what I sold and like my numbers and stuff, but just as kind of like a little disclaimer, I guess, don't compare yourself to others. Don't look at these numbers and think, wow, she's doing rubbish, or wow, she's doing great, she's doing better than me, she's doing worse than me. Everyone's numbers are different, everyone's products are different, everyone sells to a different audience, so please don't look at my numbers and compare it to yourself or anyone else's, because like I said, everyone's at a different part of their journey, everyone has a completely different experience. So this is just how my last little farmers market went. In total we had 24 transactions, which I'm very happy with. It's only a very short market, it's only 4 hours, it's up the road, super easy, so I'm thrilled with that. 16 of those was card, 8 of those was cash. I sold 48 items, so it was an average of 2 items per order, and it came to a total of £198. £146.50 of that was card payments and £51.50 was cash payments. I think I've totaled this all up correctly. Knowing me, the maths probably isn't mathing right, so if it's wrong, I do apologise. I paid £2.47 of that to sum up, so that was my card transaction fees, which brings it down to £195.53. It's a £26 booth fee, so to be there on the day. We didn't spend any money while we were there, so I came out with a total of £169.53, which for 4 hours, in my opinion, is pretty damn good. I was very happy with that. If you have a little look at the pie chart, I'm sorry that the text is so small. Usually our most popular item is our mystery scrunchies, so we had 16.7% of our sales was mystery scrunchies, then 37.5% was mini scrunchies, 8.3% was XL scrunchies, then it says LE scrunchies, that's limited edition scrunchies, 6.3%, infinity keychains 4.2%, Scooby keychains 4.2%, lanyards 6.3%, macrame wristlets 2.1%, fabric wristlets 4.2%, and coasters 10.4%. That's all the percentages of the sales. So kind of an all-round-ish market. I sold a couple of items from each category here and there, which is amazing. So that is my statistics over and done with. A huge thank you to anyone that did come out to say hi or did come and buy something from us, so thank you so much. But I'm going to leave this video here. A massive thank you to you guys for watching. If you could give it a massive thumbs up, leave me a comment down below and subscribe if you aren't. All the social media and the website, everything for Fauna Rose, is linked down below, so feel free to have a nosy over there, check all of that out. A massive thank you to my wonderful family members as well for all of your support. I definitely could not keep doing this without you all, so a huge thank you for all being so amazing, and thank you again to you guys for watching. I will catch you in my next one. Bye!